Everybody everybody gave up until we start from the top again. Take it all from the top, the top, the top, the top. There's a hole in my soul I could only be filled by you again. There's a hole in my soul that could only be fixed by two. It can never be filled, never be filled, never be filled by anyone else but you. It can never be filled, never be filled, never be filled by anyone else but you. Whip up the crowd, get 'em going nice and loud, but you're the only one I see. You're the only one, it's you and me. Strike up the band, give yourself a great big hand, and all together now. Stay together, hold on to my hand. And everybody gave up until we start from the top again. Take it all from the top, the top, the top, the top. There's a hole in my soul I could only be filled by you again. There's a hole in my soul that can only be fixed by two. It can never be filled, never be filled, never be filled by anyone else but you. It can never be filled, never be filled, never be filled by anyone else but you. Find each person in the world the same. We're just the same. We're the same, only different by name. We're the same, the top, the top, the top. There's a hole in my soul I could only be filled by you again. There's a hole in my soul that can only be fixed by two. There's a hole in my soul I could only be filled by you again. There's a hole in my soul that a galaxy could fit through.
I like the way you talk, I like the things you wear. I want your number tattooed on my arm in ink, I swear. 'Cause when the morning comes, I know you won't be there. Every time I turn around, you disappear. I wanna blow your mind, just come with me, I swear. I'm gonna take you somewhere warm, you know j'adore la mer. 'Cause when the morning comes, I know you won't be there. Every time I turn around, you disappear. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Let me treat you to a drink. I like the way you talk, I like the things you wear. I want your number tattooed on my arm in ink, I swear. 'Cause when the morning comes, I know you won't be there. But every time I turn around, you're there.
the troublemaker, girl.
You had me hooked again from the minute you sat down. The way you bite your lip got my head spinning around. After a drink or two, I was putty in your hands. I don't know if I have the strength to stand. Oh, trouble, troublemaker, yeah, that's your middle name. Oh, I know you're no good, but you're stuck in my brain. And I wanna know, why does it feel so good but hurt so bad? My mind keeps saying run as fast as you can. I say I'm done, but then you pull me back. Whoa, I swear you're giving me a heart attack. Troublemaker, it's like you're always there in the corners of my mind. I see a silhouette every time I close my eyes. There must be poison in those fingertips of yours, 'cause I keep coming back again for more. Oh, trouble, troublemaker, yeah, that's your middle name. Oh, I know you're no good, but you're stuck in my brain. And I wanna know, why does it feel so good but hurt so bad? My mind keeps saying run as fast as you can. I say I'm done, but then you pull me back. Whoa, I swear you're giving me a heart attack. Troublemaker, why does it feel so good but hurt so bad? My mind keeps saying run as fast as you can. You troublemaker, I say I'm done, but then you pull me back. Whoa, I swear you're giving me a heart attack. Troublemaker.
Yeah, maybe I'm insane, 'cause I keep doing the same damn thing, thinking one day we gon' change. But you know just how to work that back and make me forget my name. What the hell you do, I won't remember. I'll be gone until November, and you show up again next summer, yeah. Typical middle name is Prada. Picture like a glove, girl, I'm sick of the drama. You're a troublemaker, but damn girl, it's like I love the trouble, and I can't even explain why.
Why does it feel so good but hurt so bad? Whoa, my mind keeps saying run as fast as you can. I say I'm done, but then you pull me back. Oh, I swear you're giving me a heart.
Hello, everyone. Hello up there. We good up there? Everybody having fun? Very good. This is a bit special, isn't it? You're all very welcome to Ulster University today. I'm delighted that you could all be here. I have just a few housekeeping announcements before we start. It would really help us all out if you could put your phones into aeroplane mode. So I know you've got them on silent anyway, but if you could just have a wee look at them and put them into aeroplane mode, it would be very helpful. Thank you. There are no planned fire drills today, so if the alarm goes off, I have plenty of colleagues on by to help you get to our muster point, which is in Frederick Street, the Frederick Street car park. You guys up there are plenty of people, plenty of colleagues from Ulster University that will help you and direct you to Frederick Street car park. If anybody needs special assistance, some of my colleagues will wear high-vis jackets. Just make yourselves known to them and they will give you the help that you need. So before we start, there are just a couple of thank yous that we'd like to do today. Firstly, and it's a massive personal thank you from me to my colleagues here at Ulster University who have turned this event round so quickly over the course of the last couple of weeks. It's a real measure of the values and the collegiality at Ulster, how everybody works so well together, from estates to catering to the Vice-Chancellor's office, events, Moracoms, whatever. So everybody has really put in the extra shift to get you all here today, so I would like to thank them. Secondly, there is a gentleman who unfortunately can't be with us today, who I would like to thank. And Deputy First Minister, I'm delighted that you are here because you can pass this back. But if it wasn't for Richard Cushney in the Northern Ireland Bureau through your own office, who made the introductions to Professor Gathy Gormley-Heenan, we would not be here today. So thank you to your team for assisting us with that. And thirdly, and I am so delighted that this gentleman is in the room, I would like to thank Mr Conyers Davies from Governor Schwarzenegger's team, who has been so helpful with all of us and so open and engaging with everything. No request has been too bizarre or too left field, and I can assure you that some of the conversations in the last 2 weeks have been bizarre and left field. So, Conyers, thank you, and I would like everybody in this room to give a very big Ulster University thank you to Conyers, because without him you wouldn't be here today. Thank you. So I hope that you all have a lot of fun. It's just going to be such a treat for the next hour or so. So could you please join me now in being upstanding to meet our academic party? Thank you.
Absolutely. Beautiful, Donald. Thank you very much. Can I ask you all to please take your seats? Good afternoon, everyone. And I mean everyone, from 9 floors up. Arnold, you sure draw a crowd. I'm Dr. Colin Davidson, Chancellor of Ulster University, and it is a real privilege to welcome you to this simply incredible event this afternoon. We are truly honoured to be joined today by the one and only Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. As friends of Ulster University, many of you will know that at the very heart of what we believe, who we are, is the determination to raise aspirations, to provide opportunities that inspire, and to unlock the potential of every single person who engages with us. Every day we strive to enthuse our students, to raise their ambitions, and to give them a strong sense of belief in themselves and in what they can accomplish, regardless of their history or their background. For Ulster University, an important aspect in helping us to do that is to recognise and celebrate the outstanding role models who have made and are making such significant contributions to our world. And who could be a more fitting role model than Arnold. His journey is a testament to ambition, determination, and the power of reinvention, qualities that resonate deeply with the values that we embrace as a university. From his early success in sport to his global accomplishments in film and his dedicated service as Governor of California, his work has been defined by service, leadership, and indeed creativity. His story reminds us all that there is no single path to success, no limit to what can be achieved through hard work and commitment. It is truly special to have Arnold here, back for the first time since he was here 60 years ago in 1966. And indeed, you don't need me to tell you that a lot has changed since then, including the addition of this spectacular campus to the Belfast skyline. One thing that hasn't changed is our admiration, respect, and appreciation for you, Arnold. To be able to show this appreciation for everything you have done so far for sport, for the creative industries, for the environment, and the philanthropic causes you support is very special indeed. Thank you for taking the time to be here today. We are truly grateful. Now, on with the main event. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer honorary degrees on those names that have been approved by the Ulster University Senate. I now call upon Professor Paul Bartholomew, Vice-Chancellor and President of Ulster University, to present Arnold Schwarzenegger for the degree of Doctor of the University Honoris Causa. Vice-Chancellor.
Chancellor, today is a special day for Ulster University, not only because we gather to confer an honorary doctorate, but because we have the privilege of celebrating someone whose life speaks so powerfully to who we are and who we hope our students will become. It's particularly meaningful to do so here in Belfast as we welcome Arnold Schwarzenegger back some 60 years after his first visit to this city. Now, although we know he's been a few times since, on that first visit was only a stone's throw from where this new campus is built, and the significance of that some 60 years later is not lost on us. Indeed, there's something deeply moving about that. A young man once arrived here at the very beginning of his journey, full of ambition and possibility. Today he returns after a lifetime of achievement, service and impact. I know how important that word, service, is to Arnold. He's spoken to me previously about how being Governor of California was his favourite thing. And why? Because it was about transforming lives, and the spirit that he showed and the competence that he showed in that role and his dedication is truly inspirational. So in many ways it feels like a full circle moment to have you back here, and we are truly honoured to be part of that. Arnold's story began far from here in a small town in Austria, but the message of his story is universal. It's a story of someone who refused to be limited by circumstance, who imagined a bigger life and then had the courage to pursue it. That spark of believing that something more is possible is something we see in our students every day. It's what brings people to Ulster University, and it's what drives them and us forwards. Arnold first rose to prominence through sports, becoming one of the most accomplished bodybuilders in history. But what stands out is not simply his success, outstanding though that is. It's the discipline behind that that's so inspiring. The early mornings, the setbacks, the relentless commitment to improvement. It reminds us that achievement is not about sudden breakthroughs, but about showing up again and again, even when it's difficult, perhaps especially when it's difficult. He then stepped into a completely different world, that of the arts, and he built a career that made him a global icon. That kind of reinvention takes courage. It means being willing to start over, to learn, and perhaps to risk failure. For our students, in a world that's constantly changing, this is an invaluable lesson. You do not have to be defined by a single path. You can grow, adapt, and flourish. But perhaps the most inspiring thing is what he chose to do with his success. In public service and in environmental advocacy, Arnold Schwarzenegger has shown a deep commitment to making a difference. He has used and continues to use his voice not just to succeed, but to serve, to bring people together, to encourage action, to remind us that we all have a role to play in shaping the future. That spirit aligns so closely with the values of Ulster University. At Ulster, we believe in potential, in opening doors, in lifting others up, and using knowledge and opportunity to create positive change. We want our students not only to achieve, but to contribute, not only to succeed, but to care. And in that sense, Arnold's journey feels very much at home here. To our students, his story offers lessons that should live long in the memory. It tells us to be bold in our ambitions and be grounded in hard work, to embrace change rather than fear it, to see setbacks not as failures, but as part of the journey, and to remember that success is all the better when it is shared, when it's used to support others and to make a difference in the world around us. Throughout his journey, Arnold Schwarzenegger has remained connected to a sense of purpose. He's shown that however far life takes you, and whatever success you achieve, it's your values that will keep you grounded. And it's those values that will define not just what you have done, but who you are. As we celebrate Arnold today, we extend our thanks to his partner, Heather, to his friends, Daniel, Conyers and Lizzie, for also being here and sharing this occasion with us. We're also very grateful to have representatives of the British American Business Council here. Thank you for joining us today. Today, by conferring this honorary doctorate, Ulster University is recognising not only a remarkable career across public service, environmental advocacy and the arts, but a person, and a person who inspires others to aim higher, to work harder, and to never, ever give up. I particularly like that film reference right there. Arnold, we're so delighted to welcome you to Ulster University. Your story and your achievements will inspire our students, indeed all of us, for years to come, and we are proud to have you as part of our community. Chancellor, it is my great privilege to present to you Arnold Schwarzenegger for this award. Thank you.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, in the name of the Ulster University Senate, I present to you the degree, which is across there, which I just have to grab, of Doctor of the University Honoris Causa. Thank you, Vice Chancellor. Congratulations, Dr. Schwarzenegger. The award is so well deserved. I now call upon our honorary graduate to address the congregation. Dr. Schwarzenegger.
I was told to come up here and to only speak for 2 minutes. I mean, imagine, how do you keep the 2 minutes? Do I go and look at my watch the whole time when I talk? And second of all, let's be honest, I mean, it's very hard to be Schwarzenegger and only talk for 2 minutes. But the bottom line is that I just want to say very briefly, thank you very much to the Ulster University, to the Chancellor and to the Vice Chancellor for inviting me here and for this honorary degree. This whole thing began in a very odd way because they FaceTimed me. Several months ago, the Chancellor and the Vice Chancellor, and they said to me, he says, Governor Schwarzenegger, I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Forget the governor stuff. Just call me Arnold. All right, Arnold, listen. We just want to tell you that we are such big admirers of yours, of all the great work that you've done as governor of the state of California. We are blown away by your work and the environmental work and fighting for democracy, especially at this very important time in America and in the world. You're fighting for democracy. And then he says, and what we love, and I'm sure you still believe in free speech. I said, of course I do. He says, good. You're going to give one on March 30th in Belfast. I mean, think about that for a second. So I was tricked. So I couldn't get out of it anymore. Said, of course, no problem. But anyway, all jokes aside, it's always an honor when you get an honorary degree, especially for the work that you've done. But to me, this is very meaningful because, like the Chancellor said, that 60 years ago, I came to Belfast the first time. 60 years ago. Think about that. I mean, I know the majority of people in here were not alive then, but I'm just trying to tell you, this is really an anniversary for me, 6 years later to come back here. But I said then already, I'll be back. You see what I'm saying? So this is just one thing that I'm celebrating. It's my 60th anniversary. But the other thing that I'm celebrating is because something very unique happened when I came here the first time. And yes, I was here as a bodybuilding champion. There was this new upcoming champion that was traveling around and doing posing exhibitions and flexing my muscles and all this stuff. But after my posing was over, my idol, Reg Park, who comes from Leeds originally and then became Mr. Universe 3 times and got into the movies, did Hercules movies. He was like my idol. He was God for me. He was also on stage just beforehand. And then when I was finished with my posing, he called me to the microphone. And so I walked over to the microphone thinking he wants me to do another most muscular shot or something like that. No, he asked me a question. He said, so how do you like it here? And I'm now almost fainting. Because I've never ever spoken in public before. And we don't have to, I don't have to tell you the fear that we all have of public speaking. So to me, I had this almost a heart attack. My heart rate went up and I said, oh my God, doesn't he know that I've never ever spoken to people before in public? Doesn't he know that I come from a background with parents, they always told you to shut up. Don't ever talk until you're asked to talk. That's how I grew up. And on top of it, I don't know what the hell he's talking about because I don't speak English. People always talk about, it must have been difficult for you in the beginning with the Irish accent. I said, I didn't even know there was an accent. I said, because I didn't speak English. So the only word that came out of me was, I know, speak English. And Reg Park, being great as he was, said, that is fantastic. I understood what you were saying. He speaks English. And everyone stood up and gave me a standing ovation. So then he said to me, he says, okay, tell them I like Belfast. So I said, I like Belfast. Again, standing ovation, everyone jumping up and giving me great applause. And then he says, tell them that you're going to be back. And then I said, I come back. At that time, he didn't say, I'll be back. It was in Terminator. So I said, I come back. So anyway, standing ovation. I said, thank you very much. That was fantastic. The first time that you spoke in public, you did such a great job, and the English is great and all this stuff. And then afterwards I left and I said to myself, oh my God, I thought I'm going to die when I speak in front of people. But this was the most encouraging audience. So what I'm saying is what happened that day in Belfast was so important to me, because every single time afterwards when I won a competition, I went to the microphone and I said, thank you very much for making me the winner and me being Mr. Universe, and it's great to be in London, or it's great to be in New York, or wherever it was. And I thanked the audience. I said, I thank your fans for being so enthusiastic. And I said a few words. And each time I said more and more and more. And eventually you couldn't shut me up. I love talking so much in public. So this is what I'm talking about. This was a breakthrough. And I always tell people about that breakthrough that happened here in Belfast. So this is why I have such fond memories of Belfast, and this is why it is so great to be back. And now we can continue on the conversation here on our chairs, if you don't mind.
Let's do that.
Chancellor, yes. Thank you.
Dr. Schwarzenegger, thank you for those meaningful words.
More than 2 minutes, sorry.
It was a little bit more than 2, yeah. It was 4 minutes 30. Well, that's fine. We welcome you to the Ulster University community. Believe me, having been welcomed to the Ulster University community as Chancellor 5 years ago, once you dip your toe in the Ulster University community, you're up to your neck. So just to prepare you. I now declare this formal part of the ceremony closed. And you know what? Excuse me, but I'm just going to put this off. So, just when we thought today couldn't improve, we have another treat now. No, we don't. But this is a different treat. We pride ourselves in having many arts and culture partners. In honour of this very special occasion, we have commissioned Donal O'Connor, Artistic Director of Belfast Tradfest, to present a special musical performance to welcome Arnold Schwarzenegger to Ulster University, featuring leading Irish traditional musicians, including Finian O'Connor of the Merry Wallopers on uilleann pipes, harpist Ursula Burns, and Robbie Harris of Jiggy on bodhrán, and percussion. The performance opens with a respectful nod to Arnold's Austrian heritage through Johann Strauss's The Blue Danube Waltz, arranged for traditional instruments. The music then evolves into a darker cinematic soundscape inspired by The Terminator. What a brief. Donal, fair play to you. But then you don't say no to Fiona Kane whenever she asks you to do, you know. Accompanied by dynamic choreography led by Kieran Connolly and his troupe of Irish dancers. I sound like a Radio 3 proms, kind of, culminating in a powerful, high-energy finish. This specially curated performance blends the virtuosity of Irish traditional music with a playful celebration of Dr. Schwarzenegger's career, offering a culturally distinctive and entertainingly memorable Belfast welcome. Please welcome them on stage. you. Wow. Donal, as I said to you, fair play. You really excelled there with that unique brief. Nowhere else in the world could we hope to see that. It's not a joke. So Arnold has already been very generous with his time. However, for the next 20 minutes or so, he's agreed to participate in a fireside conversation. And we're not going to bring a fire up on stage, you'll be glad to know. To help us with that, I'm delighted to welcome Holly Hamilton. Holly needs no introduction to this room. She's a widely respected BBC journalist and television presenter, best known for her work on BBC Breakfast, the BBC News Channel, and Sunday Morning Live. She is a familiar, trusted face to audiences across the UK. Holly, we are delighted that you could join us today, and I would like to welcome you to the stage.
Well, first things first, let's pour this man a drink. Now, Arnold, this wouldn't be the drink I would normally be pouring you if we were somewhere, but we need to get you some water. Oh. Does anyone know anyone with muscles around here? Yeah. So how are you enjoying the day so far, Arnold? You have been treated very well. You've had some music. What have you made of it?
I have been enjoying every second so far. And I was looking forward to doing this interview, this fireside chat with you.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I can tell you, I have been looking forward to this. A lot of the faces behind you today have been really looking forward to it. Can you give Arnold the biggest welcome that I know you want to do today? Come on, let's hear from you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So yes, it has been a minute, as we've been hearing, 1966. And I mean, it's fair to say, before you graced the pages of, you know, Time magazine, The Economist, you name it, you were in the Belfast Telegraph, Arnold Schwarzenegger. What's it been like being back? What has that meant to you?
Well, I mean, like I said, I knew 60 years ago I would be coming back to Belfast many more times, but I mean, I had no idea, even though I had very big dreams about my career, and I had big dreams about being in the world champion over and over again, and becoming the greatest bodybuilder of all times, and to go past my idols, and to get into movies, and you know, and to become a public servant, and all of those kind of things I knew. But there's certain things that you don't dream of or that you don't have in your vision. And one of them is that I will come back to Ireland and get an honorary doctorate degree. And so this, to me, this is a great honor, and I'm delighted to stop here and on the way home to Los Angeles, because right after this, I'm going to visit your studios here, and then I'm going to go on and fly on to Los Angeles, because I'm preparing for some, you know, film work that is starting in May in Budapest, and so we are now rehearsing and practicing and working on the stunts and all this kind of stuff. But I mean, this was like really totally unexpected. And I'm delighted to be here and to see this great enthusiasm, and especially to get a degree from such a very reputable university. And of course, the Chancellor. I mean, he's a great painter. I mean, I don't even know if many people know that, but he's a fantastic artist. I mean, it's like amazing the kind of paintings that he does. And so I read up on some of the people, the Vice Chancellor and the Chancellor, and the work that they're doing and the history and all this stuff. And it's very impressive. I mean, the academic kind of work that they've done, and what great leaders they are for this university. And, you know, the university is just such a great springboard to your future. So the kids really get equipped here for no matter which direction you go. Because it doesn't really matter. You may go and start out, you know, study business or study arts or something like that. and then you go in a different direction. But you already have the foundation. This is the foundation. I mean, this is like where it all begins. And you need education. The more knowledge you have today, the better it is. And this is not just true in the academic world or in the business world, in the sports world. I mean, the more you know and the more knowledge you have, the better it is. And there's no place better than getting this knowledge than in the university, and especially at a great university as it is here. It is also University. I mean, it's just fantastic. This is the place. So I want to just also congratulate not only the faculty and the teachers and everyone, the professors that are here, but I want to congratulate the parents of sending their kids here, and I want to congratulate the kids for attending this school. And just remember, kids, I know there's a lot of them standing behind me, don't waste a minute. Just study and study and study. Because while you're wasting a minute, someone else is going to study. And you want to make sure that you're ahead of everyone else.
Some of them look
because the world is a very competitive place, and I want you to succeed. And I want you to create a vision and have a goal. What is it that we're going after? And that is what you go after, no matter what it takes, no matter how much work it takes, no matter how many times you fail, you go after that. You see it in front of you. It's a very targeted kind of a thing. So that's the important thing.
Sometimes that's so hard. And I'm sure some of these young people will agree with me. You know, you can study and you can work hard, but you do need that ambition. And that is something for you, as you say, that has driven you. You talk about it in your autobiography. You had that vision from such a young age, not just to succeed. You had a target in your mind. You were going to go to America. You were going to be the best. That is unusual to have that sort of clarity at such a young age.
Well, first of all, when you use a word like, this is so hard, remember that anything that comes easy is not worth getting. Okay, we have to understand that the harder it is, the more valuable it becomes. When I train my bicep, if I do the exercise and it's easy, no bicep will grow. But when I train with heavier weights and I struggle, then it will grow. But when I get to the point where there is pain and discomfort, and when it gets really hard, and I can't do another rep, and now I do the forced reps, what we call in lifting, the forced reps. Every rep you're shaking and you're screaming because you're forcing it, and the next 2 or 3 reps that you do are so painful and uncomfortable. But that's what makes it grow. And that's the way it is in life. It is when it's hard. It is when you struggle. It's when you fall. It is when you get up again and you continue on. This is why I love to play the character of Terminator. Even though it was a machine, but it never stopped. He was relentless. And this is what I want every human being to be, relentless. And not to say, oh, this is so hard. Oh my God, I have to get up early in the morning. This is so difficult for me. I mean, this is absurd. Do you want to accomplish something or not? Do you want to be one of millions, or do you want to be unique? I mean, the only way you're going to accomplish something is if you go and you get up early. The early birds get the worm. Get up early, work out, study, do something, develop your brain, develop your body, be a machine, and just move forward and go after this goal, rather than worrying about that it's hard, or it's uncomfortable, or it's miserable. Oh, I tell you, I've gone through misery in my life. Yeah, I sit here and have my honorary degree, and yes, I sit here and I've done 50 movies for the last 50 years, and all of this kind of stuff, and I was governor of California, and all this great thing, but I said, this is all the tip of the berg, but what is underneath. You see, when you see an iceberg, only this little thing sticks out, but what is underneath is really the big thing. And there is a lot of suffering that goes on that I had to go through, discomfort and everything like that. So I just want you to know, and I want the students to know, it's never the easy route. The easy route, it can fool you. The easy way to cut corners, it can fool you. That's why in my book, Be Useful, I say, have a goal. Don't listen to the naysayers, because there will be plenty around saying, oh, this is very hard to do. You want to be a lawyer? Oh, this is very, very complicated. Oh, this is very difficult. You have to have connections, whatever. People will come up with all kinds of excuses why it is difficult and impossible. I heard it all my life. You will never get to America. You will never be a bodybuilding champion. You will never get into the movies. You will never become governor. I heard it all. But I never, ever listened to the naysayers. So I tell the people, don't listen to the naysayers. And the third and most important thing is work your ass off. Work, work, work. There is no shortcut. And spend less time on a machine, worrying about what someone else does. Because that's what a lot of young kids do now. They go and online and they check out, what is so-and-so doing, what is so-and-so saying. Forget what so-and-so is saying and what so-and-so is doing. What are you saying? What are you doing? That is what is important. She said, remember that students, always think about turn off the machine and do your studies and do your work. The more you turn off that machine, the less you will accomplish.
Unless it's a cross trainer. I think you'd agree with that one. Now, I think that's the theme here. You don't ever make things easy for yourself. There'd be a lot of people who would have the level of success that you had in the movies and could just easily sit back and say, do you know what? I've completed it. I've done it. But then you had another complete career change. Going into politics, of all things. Not looking over here at all, the Deputy First Minister. I mean, to do something like that, this is a reinvention. And you have described again, how you were learning so quickly that leadership, it's not just about people, it's not just about ideas. But for you, what was the hardest lesson that you had to learn in politics?
Well, first of all, I didn't really see this going into politics. To me, it was a continuation of being a public servant. Because when I went to America, I felt very strongly that as an immigrant, that you have the responsibility to use the American system to your advantage and to build a career and to build a great life. But I also want to make sure that America can use me so that we can continue on and strengthen and keep this country strong. So as much as I got help in America to be here today, I had at the same time the obligation to go and give something back. So the way I felt always was like I got involved in Special Olympics in the 70s, training Special Olympians, studying powerlifting for Special Olympians, not only in America but around the world. I traveled around the world to promote Special Olympics and to promote powerlifting, and for them to get health care, and for them to get homes, and to be able to get jobs, and to get equality, and all of those kind of things. And I figured out very quickly that I got more joy out of giving something back where there was no financial gain. None. There was no career gain. There was absolutely nothing in there for me other than my total satisfaction that I was giving something back and I was helping someone else that needed help. And when you start that, and when you realize that you're not a self-made man, that you're a product of a lot of help, then you feel the obligation to give something back. And to me, giving something back through Special Olympics, or then becoming the chairman of the President's Council on Fitness in America and traveling through all 50 states to promote health and fitness amongst the youngsters. And then to start later on with after-school programs for millions of kids around America, so they have a place to go after school, after 3 o'clock, where kids wander around because they come from homes where 70% of both of the parents are working. So there's no one at home in the afternoon. So then they get into trouble, the kids. Get involved in drugs, in alcohol, in gangs, in violence, teenage pregnancy, and all of the stuff that gets them eventually in some kind of a juvenile prison. So it's all because we don't take care of them and they have no adult supervision. So I started the after-school programs because I'm one of those guys that doesn't just complain about a problem like so many people do. This sit in front of the television. Oh my God, this is terrible in the Middle East. Oh, this is terrible. Look at this, people are starving. Oh, this is really terrible. What happened? But the question is, what do you do about it? What do you do about it? It's really, so I always ask myself, okay, I can do something about it. So I started after-school programs. I started an initiative that the people voted on with 57% of the votes to get an extra $500 million to after-school programs in California, and all of this kind of stuff. So then I was, getting more and more into the idea of giving back. So when I then ran for governor, it was just another step of being a public servant, not a politician. I don't like politics, to be honest with you. I mean, because I think that most of the cases, politicians, is not my cup of tea. I've seen it firsthand, the way the left and the way the right works. And I realized that President Eisenhower in the 50s said that politics is like the road. The left and the right is the gutter. And the center is drivable. That's what he said. That's exactly what it is. Because both of them are full of crap. The left and the right are full of crap. So that's just the way it is. But we have to work in that environment because he also said democracy sucks. Churchill said this, but we just haven't found any better system yet. So we're stuck with that, what we have right now, until you come up with a better system. So there will be kind of corruption, and there will be kind of lies, and there will be deceit, and there will be all those kind of things in politics. And there are a lot of good public servants out there amongst both parties. They're very serious and really helping the country and all of that stuff. But I never saw myself starting a political career. We had a recall election where the governor was recalled in California. And I said to myself, well, I can do a better job than he did. And I jumped into the race, announced it on the Tonight Show. And 2 months later, I was governor. Even though people said it would never happen, and actors and governor, that this is ridiculous and all that stuff. But so I won, and it was the most fantastic time I had, is to be 7 years to be governor of the state of California. It was the greatest learning experience, and to kind of serve 40+ million people was unbelievable. Because I wanted to serve the left and the right. Didn't matter if they voted for me or not. I wanted to be here serving everybody. And to me, that was very important. And to then be in charge of a state that is the #1 economy in the United States and the 4th largest economy in the world. I mean, think about it. California is the 4th largest economy in the world. I mean, behind Germany and China and Japan maybe, or something like that. But I mean, that's it. I mean, it's wild. And so, to me, that was absolute heaven to do a job like that.
You are clearly so proud of what you achieved as governor. It's, you can see it in your face and your voice when you talk about it, even possibly more so than when you're talking about your movies and we see it on the screen. I wonder where that does sit with you, because you are unusual, because there are very few actors in your position who use their voice in the way that you have. Some maybe put out a tweet or put something out on social media. To actually go in and try to change something, very few, if any.
Well, I mean, I tell you that it's a very risky business.
I bet.
Okay, so if you're an actor, I remember when they did polls of me, it was like always 70–80% of the people liked me because of the movies. They didn't really know me that well, but the movies. As soon as I announced that I'm going to run for governor, my poll numbers went from 80% to 50%.
Wow.
Because immediately the liberals said, oh, what is this conservative bastard doing in California? We are a liberal state. We're never going to let him win. And then the liberals came out and said, we're going to terminate the Terminator. You know, so you can imagine. So it's a risky thing to do. You're on top of your game as an actor, right? You're the star. You're on the covers. The movies are going through the roof. And then all of a sudden you throw yourself in front of the other press, not the entertainment press. Now it's the political press. And man, talking about sharks. Oh, man. But I'm used to sharks. Hollywood is full of sharks. I mean, it's a brutal town. The business, the movie business is brutal. But it's a whole different ballgame. So, of course, there were people like Robert Redford that thought about running for Senate. There was Charlton Heston that thought about running for Senate. There's endless amount of actors that thought about and talked about running for Senate or for Congress or for president or whatever. But in the end, they always disappeared. They never ran because it's a tough thing. You have to have a lot of guts, you know, to do that. And this is what makes me a little different, because I am bored when there is not really a struggle and if there's no danger in front of me.
Yeah.
I love when someone says, oh man, they're going to eat you alive. They're going to go and destroy your reputation. They're going to do this and that, and you're going to lose, and then maybe you never get ever a movie again. So that's what they said to me. And I said to myself, we'll see. And I was having a very clear vision of what I wanted to do with California, and I explained that vision very clearly without any script writers or speech writers that were writing for me the stuff. Now, I knew what I wanted to do. So I could go to the press, this is what I want to do, like it or not, this is what I'm going to do, end of story. And they bought in. The people bought in, even though it's a liberal state, but the people bought in, and I won with a huge majority of the votes. And then I got re-elected again in 2006 with 57% of the votes. So, I mean, as a Republican in a Democratic state, unheard of. So since then, I was the last Republican ever to win anything in California. Just so you see the environment that we have in California. So it's very, very tough to do.
Look, one thing I think we have in common with you, you know, well, somebody of your stature, it's very hard to say you punch above your weight, but given where you came from, a small town in Austria, it's something Northern Ireland does all the time. We are small but mighty, and we are constantly trying to prove ourselves on that global stage again and again. And now Ulster University, through Studio Ulster, you're getting a tour, I understand, as well, putting Northern Ireland again on the global stage for virtual production. As someone who has seen filmmaking evolve over the decades, I mean, what excites you about that technology and the ability of Northern Ireland to produce something like that?
Well, I mean, technology is so helpful in everything that we do. It doesn't matter if it is in sports. It doesn't matter if it is in entertainment, where it is extremely important now. The kind of things that we can do in entertainment that we couldn't do. Like, I remember when I did Conan the Barbarian, I mean, I was fighting this giant snake. I mean, they had to produce a really mechanical snake because there were no visual effects the way they were today. Today, you don't have to produce anything like that. You create it through AI. You create it through visual effects. And you just have such huge advantages today. It makes it much cheaper than to do movies and much more, you know, kind of profitable in many ways. So I think technology, no matter if it's in medicine, or if it is in no matter which direction you look, technology is extremely important. And you talk about, you know, Northern Ireland, Belfast, and Ireland in general. I tell you, it is remarkable of how much talent comes out of this place here. It is amazing if it's business, if it's in the academic area, if it is in technology, no matter which way, music, you know, acting, painters. I mean, look at what we have, the talent that we have here. No, but it is amazing because the people here don't look at themselves as like, oh, we come from a little place and therefore we can only do little things. That's a big mistake, because that is the mentality that I've seen when I grew up in Austria. But I said to myself, you know, that's why I wanted to go to America, because I figured out that later on in America there was the mentality that, you know, anything is possible. And people supported you. So in Austria, everyone always was running around and was jealous. If you were successful, that means that you took something away from someone else. And they were immediately jealous. And they were attacking you, criticizing you. But in America, they say, oh, this is great. You made $1 million. Yeah. Congratulations. That's fantastic. Now go for the second million. And I tell them, I said, look, the first million is the hardest. That's why I did start with the second million. But the bottom line is that I just really never saw this as a limit. I wanted to break out. I wanted to get into bodybuilding, even though everyone thought that bodybuilding is an American sport, not an Austrian sport, and I would never win, and all of those things. But I saw myself as a champion, and I made it. So I think the key, that's why I say the key thing is that we pick a goal. It doesn't matter where you come from. It's like where you're going. That is what is the important thing. Don't limit yourself from where you come from. Just think about where you're going. And you can pick the biggest goals. If you work hard enough, you will achieve it. It's like see it, believe it, achieve it. I mean, there was never a doubt in my mind for a second in any of my goals. There was never a doubt.
Wow.
And you know how great that feels to have the faith in your goal and knowing, because the vision is a preview of what's to come. That's why you need the vision. So if you go, imagine that you go out in the morning out of your house and you don't know where you're going. You have a problem. I mean, most people know they're going to the gym or they go to work or they go to visit a friend or wherever they go. But if you don't know where to go, then you have a problem. And this is the same with the goal. In life, it's exactly the same thing. And this is why a lot of people crash in their life, and they get depressed, and they go down, and they don't know how to move forward because they don't have really a goal. They get lost in life. We see it with our pump club. We started a pump club to help people pump up physically. But now we ended up realizing that we're also pumping them up psychologically, that how many people write to us every day and say, I was lost, I wanted to kill myself, oh, I was on drugs and this and that. And we kind of, through the pump club, through this new community, we kind of, where everyone is helping everyone, we pull them out of that. And it's all about goal setting. I was never lost. I knew exactly where I was going. Yes, I fell. Yes, I was losing competition sometimes. Yes, I was having movies that came out that went right in the toilet. And the press, I remember the second or third movie I did, I was doing a movie with Kirk Douglas called The Villain. And the review said that the horse's facial expression was better than Schwarzenegger's. I mean, imagine, right? You read this review. I put it right away up on the wall and pinned it in front of me because it was so fucking funny. I mean, I thought, this is funny. I said, I have a lot of work to do to get rid of this facial expression. The horse's facial expression is better than mine. I said, God damn it, what's going on here? And so, but anyway, but this is the things, those things happen. I was down, I was out, and then I came back again because I had the vision that I was going after this goal. So this is why I tell people always, that is the most important thing. You know, I did a study.
Arnold, tell them right now that piece of advice.
You're turning around really well. I mean, it's like my back hurts. I mean, it was.
To be fair, that's what the microphone's for.
You know, I'm almost 79 years old. So 40 years ago, I said, I'll be back. Now I say, oh, my back.
Arnold, you have been such an inspiration, as you always have been throughout the years and continue to do so. It's been such a pleasure to have you here and chat to you. Congratulations once again. Ladies
Thank you very much. Thank you. And a big hand to you also. Let's give her a big hand for being such a great interviewer. Absolutely.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Arnold, Holly, thank you so much for a compelling and engaging conversation. I think it offered real insight and gave a fantastic sense of you, Arnold, and we're incredibly grateful to both of you. So thank you very much. And as we bring this remarkable event to a close, I want to extend our sincere thanks to all of you joining us today. It's truly been a special occasion to bring together so many students, partners and friends of Ulster University for what is a special afternoon. I must recognise the fantastic university team working alongside Arnold's team who have made this such a memorable occasion. Thank you for everything that you've done to make this event not only possible, but truly unforgettable. I have one final ask of those of you who are seated on this level. As Arnold and I leave the stage, I'd ask that you remain in your seats. It will allow for the proceedings to conclude smoothly and ensure everyone's comfort and safety. And thank you for your cooperation. Our final thanks must go to Arnold. Thank you for being so generous with your time. We're truly grateful and delighted to have you as part of Team Ulster University. And I've got a small gift for you, he says, going down. We have a little jacket for you. I won't let you put it on now. So now, let's give our fantastic guest and honorary Arnold a send-off to remember. For one last time, let's thank Dr. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Your brothers tell the truth. Yeah, down on the beach, I'm staying out late for you. Oh, unlock your loose, see the sunset from the roof. Yeah, you got to me, and I came out someone new. Hey, good. And in my soul, I'm feeling, and I'm trying to keep it cool. Hey, here in my soul, I'm feeling, and I found a piece of me. Stress is gone for me, nowhere I'd rather be. Hey, good. And in my soul, I'm feeling, and I'm trying to keep it cool. Hey, here in my soul, I'm feeling, and I found a piece of me that I never knew. Hey, good. You can run away from it all, but like a boomerang, it'll all come back. You can hang on until you fall, but even when you land, you'll be on your back. Like mannequins, all drapes and designers, have we forgotten where we come from? With bottled hopes and dreams and desires, must have forgotten that we got bills to pay, we got rules to break, we got risks to take, we got things to say. No one ever said it would be okay, but we'll find a way when there's love, and we got love. Yeah, it's okay 'cause we got love. Yeah, it's okay 'cause we got love. Yeah, it's okay 'cause we got love. When we think that we know it all, like a fighter in a ring, we get knocked back. Tread carefully where you walk, when the world is at your feet. Stay on track. Like mannequins, all draped in designers. Have we forgotten where we come from? With bottled hopes and dreams and desires. Must have forgotten that we got bills to pay, we got rules to break, we got risks to take, we got things to say. No one ever said it would be okay, but we'll find a way when there's love, and we got love. Yeah, it's okay 'cause we got love. When all is said and done, our old flames been and gone. Take some time to look how far we've come. Remember that we got love. Yeah, it's okay 'cause we got love. We got love. Yeah, it's okay 'cause we got love. Yeah, it's okay 'cause we got love. Yeah, it's okay 'cause we got love.
Walking around this old and empty house.
So hold my hand, I'll walk with you, my dear.
The stars creak as you sleep, it's keeping me awake.
It's the house telling you to close your eyes.
And some days I can't even trust myself.
It's killing me to see you this way.
'Cause though the truth may vary, this ship will carry our bodies safe to shore. There's an old voice in my head that's holding me back.
Well, tell her that I miss our little talks.
Soon it will be over and buried with our past.
We used to play outside when we were young and full of life and full of love.
Some days I don't know if I am wrong or right.
Your mind is playing